It has been more than a million years we have been throwing spears. We started to throw in the nomadic ages to satiate the hunger of meat. Now we are throwing it at the Olympic to satiate the hunger of a medal. With a historic gold, two silvers, and four bronze medals, the 2020 Olympic has turned out to be the most successful Olympic campaign for India till now. Same is the story with the Paralympics team. But comparing this achievement to other nations like USA or China or the host country Japan, we find ourselves in a quite pathetic position. But our celebration is like as if we have topped the medal tally. Are we over celebrating it? Are we overhyping it? Well, no seems to be the correct answer. The way we are celebrating the players' victory, the way we cried at the women hockey team's loss, the way we are appreciating the winning as well as the losing players on returning home, we are quite doing the right thing. Because at the end of the day, it is not just a celebration of winning a magical medal thing. It is more than that. It is more about the fundamental evolutionary characteristics of human being that has been defining the very existence of society. It is about a thread of hope by which the human beings cling on to it. The entire civilization is hanging by this thread. The day this thread breaks, the entire civilization will collapse. Only because of this hope, we have achieved an incredible milestone of completing a journey from being an ape to landing on the moon. Maybe the first interaction between human being and fire was very devastating. When the forest fire, ignited by a tiny spark, destroyed all the food sources in the forest, or when the most important members of the gang, expert in hunting, perished in that fire forever. But still humans dared to deal with that fire. Because in that devastation there was a ray of hope, a hope for providing protection, providing light to the dearest ones in the intense darkness of the night in the jungle. It was a hope that was the driving force behind those insane, risk-taking decisions of crossing the mysterious, dangerous mountains or the wild oceans. It was a hope of finding a better land. To turn those hope into reality, some other's hope had to be crushed. And in order to preserve those hope, one had to fight back. That's how every battle and war has been going on for 1,000 years. The successful roadmap of landing on the moon was set up by those 1,000 unsuccessful attempts by some so-called crazy people who tried to fly with artificial wings, mimicking the free-flying eagle in the sky. Fear of death couldn't stop them, because hope of being free like that eagle was much stronger than the fear of death. And this hope, when reaches people on a mass scale, then revolution happens. And when revolution happens, society changes forever. And the one who leads that revolution is accepted as savior of humanity in the civilization. If one tried to save humanity by protecting dharma, others tried to do it through meditation of science, arts, spirituality, sports, and many other things. But the question is, what keeps this hope alive or make it relevant? Well, the answer is not that tough. It's imperfection that keeps hope alive. It's instability that keeps hope alive. It's hardship that keeps hope alive. It's uncertainty that keeps hope alive. Hope is just like a ray of light, but you need darkness to appreciate it. Till the day there is imperfection, hardship, till then there is always a scope for a hope. The day we achieve perfection, there will be no need for a hope. And the day hope becomes irrelevant, civilization will collapse. To save civilization, we need imperfection. And this is where the beauty of nature comes. Nature is not perfect. It is harsh, it is cruel, it is dark, and yet it is hopeful too. This is the perfect definition of heaven. This planet is heaven. Talking about the Olympic, it is not just a competition among the best players in the world. It is a stage to perform a nation's strength, its parameter of development. Every citizen of this world hopes to feel the goosebumps when their national flag flies high on that world stage, accompanied by the national anthem being played that brings tears of joy. For a long time, situations forced us to think that we Indians are not suitable candidates to fulfill the three mottos of Olympic. Citius meaning faster, altius meaning higher, fortius meaning stronger. But the recent medal win at various events has provided a hope to the nation that we can be faster, we can go higher, we can be stronger, and this hope has reached every corner of the nation. And as mentioned, when hope touches the heart of every individual, revolution happens. And this is for the first time that we are going to witness and be a part of a revolution after a long time. Because till now we came across revolution just before the exams only. Great revolution creates great leaders, and great leaders create another greater revolution. Lord Krishna, Veer Shivaji, Guru Tegh Bahadur, Maharana Pratap, Swami Vivekananda, Lee Kuan Yew, Steve Jobs, Abraham Lincoln, Osho, Einstein, Pele, Archimedes, Beethoven, Mark Twain, Picasso, and thousands such great leaders have shaped civilization from time to time. The great leaders are and will always be great for one reason. They give us hope at the most crucial moment. It is hope that decides success or failure. New businesses pop up every now and then, but only a handful thrives, because people could find a hope of extracting something more valuable from their product. New politicians rise from time to time, but only a few rule the nation, because people could see a ray of hope in him or her for building a greater nation. 1,000 writers emerges every year, but only a few becomes the bestseller, because people could see a hope of adding value to their lives from the content of the book. We make many friends, but only one is best friend, because in him or her we could find a hope of not being afraid of loneliness at the harshest hour of life. With the advent of science, we are trying to move towards perfectionism step by step. The blue hills, the wild oceans are not mysterious anymore like the nomadic ages. We don't have to wonder anymore what's lying behind those mountains, those oceans. Flying machines and visual machines are just a click away to carry us there. We don't risk our life to gather food anymore. The young wives don't have to wonder for years whether her husband survived the war or not. Being able to fly like the eagle is not just a desire anymore. From now on, future generations won't have to wonder anymore how their ancestors look like. That's how science is pushing us towards perfectionism. But the same science is pushing us towards a phase of darkness. Rapid destruction of forest, increase in global temperature, pollution, all this will make the earth uninhabitable within the next 200 years. The earth is just a lonely habitable dot in the vast cosmic arena. There is no habitable planet near us where we can migrate and settle, at least in the near future. But humanity is ready to fight till the last moment, because there is a hope of making the planet Earth better. Coming green energy revolution is a part of that hope. And if that doesn't happen, we will never give up the hope of finding a new home in this vast cosmos. Whatever we are doing, no matter how insignificant it is, we can do it even better. All we need is a revolution. All we need is a need to give hope, and that should start from ourselves. It should start from our home. It should start from our locality. It should start from our city. It should start from our state. It should start from our nation, and goes on. Only time will say where we should stop.